Hello everybody. Today is the anniversary of the day in 1977 when Steve Biko was arrested. Steve Biko, one of the leaders of the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa, who coined the phrase, "Black is beautiful." And one of the contributions that he made to the anti-apartheid movement was the development of the idea of black consciousness, particularly the idea that the movement should be led and governed entirely by black people. He started the South African student organisation, which would only accept black members because he felt that often the support offered by white liberals was paternalistic, and in any case it was important that black people should work for their own power and freedom. This initially suited the national government, who had always said that black people and white people should develop separately. This seemed to suit their ideology. But they began to realise that it was a threat to their power, this movement led by Biko, and so he was banned in 1973, which means that he had severe restrictions placed on his movements and activity. And then in 1977 he was arrested, and within days he had been beaten to death in custody. 20,000 people attended his funeral. Very sad, but it isn't unusual in political activity for people who feel their power is threatened to get violent in response. And it struck me that this isn't something that only happens at a political level. In our own personal relationships, there are times when we feel frustrated, even angry, because our attempts to help other people are being spurned. I think most of us maybe had the experience ourselves of wanting to go it alone, of feeling that we didn't want other people to advise us or to control the way we developed our lives. We wanted to make our own decisions, and we pushed people away, expect people to stand back and let us move forward on our own. Of course, that sometimes leads to mistakes, but then those mistakes are often ones from which learning can come. And we've had that experience, many of us, but also, of course, we've had the experience maybe of the boot being on the other foot, and that's not quite so easy, because to have your advice spurned, your offers of help rejected, to be told to stand back so that somebody can make their own way, it can really feel quite hurtful. We're trying to be loving and supportive, and yet what we're offering is being rejected. And it's because the person presumably feels that what we are doing is slightly patronising. They want to be left to do it themselves. And so I think it's important to recognise that sometimes happens, however hurtful it may feel to be rejected in that way. And sometimes we need to let people do it their way in order that they might develop their own sense of their own power and to control their own lives.